The Texas night was vast and quiet in December 1966. Inside the car, the radio hummed a low melody as Gary Wood and his sister sang "Silent Night." Their voices blended in the cramped cabin, a moment of sibling harmony under the winter stars. They were driving their grandfather's car, unaware that their lives were about to change forever. The road ahead seemed endless, a ribbon of asphalt cutting through the dark. Gary felt a sense of peace, the kind only a quiet night and a familiar song can bring. But in an instant, that peace was shattered by a blinding glare. High beams pierced the windshield, reflecting off the chrome as a vehicle swerved violently over the center line. The impact was a deafening roar of twisting metal and shattering glass. The grandfather's car was torn apart like paper. Gary's body was thrown forward, his throat slamming into the dashboard with a sickening force. His larynx shattered instantly. As the wreckage settled, Gary slumped against the seat, his skin turning a ghostly blue as his pulse faded into a heavy silence. His sister, miraculously alive, crawled through the jagged glass. She stood in the middle of the road, screaming his name into the cold, empty void of the Texas night. But Gary could not hear her. He was already slipping away, leaving the broken machinery and the smell of gasoline behind. Suddenly, the darkness vanished. Gary felt a profound shift, as if he were being lifted by unseen hands. He stood in a place of impossible, radiant light that didn't hurt his eyes. From the brilliance, a figure emerged, sprinting toward him with pure joy. It was John, his best friend who had perished in a crash years before. John looked vibrant and young, glowing with an inner intensity that defied earthly physics. He grabbed Gary by the shoulders, his grip firm and real. "Gary, I told you it was real," he exclaimed. John led him through gardens where the flowers shimmered with colors never seen on Earth, and the very air was filled with a music that felt like a heartbeat. They approached a throne of blinding radiance. In that presence, every Sunday school lesson Gary had ever heard seemed like a faint, dusty shadow compared to the overwhelming reality of this love. Before the light, a choice materialized. Gary could stay in this paradise of music and peace, or he could return to his broken body. He realized his work was unfinished. There was a future wife he had yet to meet, and a world of people who needed to hear that death was not the end. Gary chose to return. He woke in a cold hospital bed, his throat a ruin of scar tissue. The doctors were grim, shaking their heads as they declared his vocal cords permanently destroyed. He would never speak again, they said. But days later, Gary opened his mouth. At first, only a whisper emerged. Then, a full sentence. It was a miracle that defied every medical chart. His voice was back, and it was stronger than ever. Decades later, Gary still stands on stages across the world, repeating the same sacred promise. If you have lost someone too soon, believe this: they are not gone. They are merely waiting. When your turn comes to step into that light, they will run toward you, just as John ran to Gary. They will look you in the eye and say, "I told you it was real." Subscribe for more stories of hope.